Okay. Well, if you've been following along, you're going to John chapter 4 now. And I did the first 3 chapters the other day, and then I went to do uploading everything. And if you're doing the lessons, you realize that not all the text would fit in the notes section there in the bottom. Sorry about that. I'm putting in there what I can. There's a little more. I have to trim some just to get it to fit. But if you can download the file, everything is there, plus the text of the Bible. But on to John chapter 4, we're doing what we can. To me, John chapter 4 is just fascinating. I don't know if it's politically correct to say this or not, but when I was a boy, it was a pretty common phrase that, you don't go over there, you don't go on the wrong side of the tracks. And of course, that's talking about over there where you don't belong, where them ain't your people, and all that kind of stuff, and racially motivated stuff. But John 4 is exactly that. You read it real carefully, and Jesus is going to the wrong side of the tracks. He's going a place where his people, the Jews, don't get along with the Samaritans. They despise each other. And I like it. There's so much to learn in that little old chapter. And to Jesus, there's no difference. Matter of fact, it's kind of ironic, but he goes over here to a bunch of Samaritans, which the Jews despise, and the Samaritans receive him more than the Jews did. There's a lot in that, but we're just touching on the surface here. But in John 4, you read about the woman at the well, just an amazing story about how much Jesus knows about each and every one of us. And then you get the biggest kick out of it. Long distance healing is the next part of that lesson, where Jesus is nowhere even near the lad, if I remember, and he healed that boy long distance, nowhere in the vicinity. Then you take time to read the chapter 4, each one of them. I'd encourage you. The little lesson, you could probably sit down and do it in 10, 15 minutes if you wanted. Set aside some time to read the chapter, do the lesson, then read the chapter again and see if there's not more insight in there for you after having studied it some. We'll see you at John chapter 5.